Hello friends, today we'll continue with studies on tension members. Usually, when a tension member is heavily loaded and you want to connect it to a gusset plate, large number of bolts might be required. So let us take an example. Say this is one gusset plate and for this you want to connect an angle and tension member. Say it is in the form of angle. So this much is the distance available for connection of this angle to this gusset plate. Suppose this distance is limited and you are getting more number of bolts. Say edge and pitch you cannot match, you cannot fix within this distance. So it becomes quite difficult to design a end connection. This is called end connection, to design an end connection. In that case, what is done is an additional plate is provided, an additional angle is provided which acts as support of this angle, and that angle carries some of the loads to connect the main angle and the gusset plate. This supporting angle is called as lug angle. So how it is provided? Let us see. Suppose this requires 10 number of bolts. We cannot provide 10 number of bolts within this small distance. So what is done is in order to support this main angle, an additional angle is provided. And this angle is connected to both main angle as well as gusset plate. Now for this we provide the connections between main angle and gusset plate. Say this is GP gusset plate, this is main angle, this is lug angle. Now I have to provide connection between main angle and gusset plate. So these are the bolts. Next I have to provide connection between main angle and lug angle. So these are the connections. Next I have to connect this lug angle to the gusset plate. So three types of boltings are provided. So by providing this lug angle, it takes part of the load of the main angle to connect to the gusset plate. Hence this results in reduction of this lap joint, this lap. So this is the main purpose of lug angle. So basic advantage length of joint is reduced, but it has certain disadvantages also. So first disadvantage is it requires additional angles, so this increases the weight of the joint. Next, requires additional bolts. Third, may introduce some eccentricity. Eccentricity in the sense, for this its CG is acting here, but since now I have connected this one more angle, its CG it might shift from here till somewhere here. So some moments or some eccentricity may be introduced. So we have to be very careful with the designs. Now let us take the code references. So what are the design procedures? Design steps. First, for design of lug angles, increase the force in outstanding leg of main angle by 20%. In case of channels, it is 10%. Next, connection between lug angle and main angle. Connection between lug and main angle. Force in outstanding leg is increased by 40% and 20% for channels. Third, connection between lug and gusset plate. Force in outstanding leg is increased by 20%, 10% for channels. So these are the basic design steps. Once you start solving the problems, you'll understand the things. Next session, we'll take up a design example. Thank you.